today we will see next point in structure chapter, that is how to pass structure variable through a function. Clear? We know what is meant by function. Okay, function having return type as well as argument list. So how to pass structure variable, that is non-homogeneous data elements, together or separately, one single data member to a function. That is how to pass structure variable to a function. That is our today's point. Before that, what we know? First, we can assign one structure variable to another structure variable. For example, suppose struct EMP is a structure having two variables, E1 and E2. Okay, E1 and E2 are the two structure variables. Next, we can initialize it. How we can initialize it? E1 is equal to, directly, statically we can initialize it. E1 is equal to, in curly bracket, employee ID is 1001, name is XYZ, double quotes complete, and salary is, suppose, 10,000. Clear? This is one record of employee E1. We can initialize it, where after definition of structure we can initialize it. Okay, so what is the memory management? As per this, there is a memory management for E1. E1 dot employee ID, next is E1 dot name, next is E1 dot salary. Name starts from 0 index to 9. Okay, and what is store? 1001 first, X, Y, Z, X slash 0. After that, what is the salary? Suppose 10,000 is stored. Okay, the record is initialized. Next, what is the point? Okay, we can initialize one structure variable to the another. Means, is it possible? Void main E2 is equal to E1. That is one structure variable we can assign to the another structure variable. Is it possible? Yes. We can assign one structure variable to another structure variable. Means what? Whatever may be the data stored in the E1 structure variable, that data means record is copied data member by data member into E2. Okay, means E2 having some memory management, it is already there is memory management, employee ID, E2 dot name starts from 0 to 9. Next is the E2 dot salary. Okay, what is the meaning of this? E1's first, E1 dot employee ID, that is member by member. Data is copied from one structure variable to another structure variable. How? Data member by data member, not whole block as it is to another records block. Okay, data member by data member. That is, what is the data members of E1? E1 dot employee ID, that is one data member. E1 dot name, E1 dot salary is copied from one structure variable to another structure variable. That means E1 dot employee ID is copied to the E2 dot employee ID, that is 101. Next, E1 dot name, that is XYZ slash 0 is copied from E1 to E2, and last E1 dot salary is copied from E1 dot salary to E2 dot salary. That is data member by data member, copying is done. Clear? This is okay. This is valid in C. That is one structure variable we can assign to the another structure variable, but there is a one condition that both these structure variables having same type. Because E1 and E2 having same type. What is the type? Struct EMP. That is structure employee. Clear? But we cannot assign two structure variables of different types. Means what? Here we can declare another structure variable, that is struct student. Okay, integer roll number and integer or float marks. Okay, this is the structure student. S1 comma S2. These are the two structure variable. We can write struct stud first. After that, write struct employee next on your ID. In your ID, while typing, you can type this first or this first. No problem. Okay. Clear. Now, what is the if you want to store assign E1 value to S1? That is S1 is equal to E1. That is E1 record is copied to the S1 record. It is not possible. It gives you syntactical error. We can assign one structure variable to another structure variable only if both having same type. Same type means same structure type. Both having either structure employee or both having either structure stud. That means S2 we can assign to S1. Okay, it's okay. It does not give any syntactical error. But we cannot assign E1 to S1. It gives you syntactical error because both having different data types, struct stud and struct EMP. Understood? Okay. So this is main point. That is we can assign one structure variable to another only and only if both having same type. Okay. Next point. What is the next point? Any other arithmetic operations performed on that structure variables, that is comparison operator, less than equal to, not equal to, equal to equal to. Okay. These comparison operators are not works on the two structure variable. It is works on only integer, float, double, long, that is numerical types. It does not works also for string. Likewise, other operators, that is less than equal to and all other operators are not working for structures. We cannot compare two structure variables using less than equal to, not equal to operators. Clear? String also. In the string, we cannot compare two string using equal to. For that, there is a string functions are available. String compare, string reverse, okay, string concatenation, likewise. But two strings cannot be assigned by using equal to operator also. Here in structure variable, if structure having same type, then we can copy or assign one structure variable to another. But two strings are not assigned. Okay, there is no equal to operator also works for string. But here structure it works if the two structure types are same. In string, both character array are same type, then also it does not works. Understood? Okay, so comparison operator less than equal to does not work for, or we cannot compare two structure variables using less than equal to, that is comparison operators. Does not work for structure variable. Clear? Okay. Now, next point is how to pass one structure variable to a function. Okay, so what is the function? We can design one function, void print employee record. This is our function name. What? Print employee record. This is return type. That function does not returns anything. Now we decide the argument. And here body of the print employee record. So what? This is structure employee. We can create different employee variables, structure variables, and assign some value to the employee. And after that, we call the print employee record. For that employee record, what we want to pass? We pass structure variable. Now structure variable total, or you can pass it single. Means what? For example, starts from void main. Inside main, we can create structure variable struct emp. First E1 comma E2. These are two employee records. Okay, or structure variables. Now we can assign in different ways, statically but different way. How? Suppose E1 dot employee ID. What we want to assign is equal to 100. What is employee ID? 100 is employee ID. Directly we can assign different way, not using curly brackets. Next, E1 dot name is equal to XYZ is the employee name. Okay, is it possible? Is it possible? No, because E1 dot name is a character array. What is the array? Character array. E1 dot name is a character array, and character array we cannot initialize by using equal to. For that, there is one function. Which function? String copy. String copy. CPY. String copy. What is the first argument? Destination string, where we want to copy, and second source string, from which we want to copy the string. Okay, so XYZ is copied to the E1 dot name string. Then clear, E1 dot name comma XYZ. We cannot assign one string to another string. Okay, for that there is a string copy function, and if we use the string copy function, what we require? Hash include string dot h. We have to include string dot h header file because string copy function is present in the string dot h header file. Okay, or its definition is available in the string dot h header file, so you must include it. Understood? Okay. Now next, E1 dot salary is equal to suppose 1000. Okay, so we have to initialize this E1, but what? How we can initialize it? Statically. Statically, not at the runtime. Okay, as well as we can initialize the E2. Okay, or you can initialize E2 by like that. E2 is equal to in curly brackets. First, employee ID is 102, name is ABC, comma, salary is suppose 500. Okay, it is also possible. So we can initialize as E1 and E2 records like this. Here don't use string copy function. Here it does not work string copy here. If you initialize by using equal to and curly brackets, then don't write here string copy. Directly you can pass string. So this string is particular string ABC is saved. Where that string is saved? E2 dot name, address location. Okay, so random access name. So E1 employee, E1 dot employee ID, then E1 dot name, then E1 dot salary. This is your whole record, that is E1. Okay, suppose base address is 100. Whole record's base address is 100. For our convenience, we can assign. And what is the now assign the values? E1 dot salary ID is 100, then name is XYZ, and then salary is suppose 1000. Clear? Similarly, E2 for memory management is similarly for E2. So now what is our aim? Main function does not print the data. Printing is done by this function, print employee record. Now we have to pass the values to the print employee record. So there are two ways. What is the two ways? First, call print employee record function. Now how we can pass the values? Okay, by two ways. Different means we have to pass separate even dot employee ID separately, even dot name separately, even dot salary separately to this function, which print employee record function. Okay, and what is the work or function of this? To display the record or print the record on the console. Clear? So print employee record function we can pass separately. For example, just we want employee ID and salary, not whole record. What we want to print? Only employee ID and their respective salary. So pass E1 dot employee ID, comma E1 dot salary. Not whole record, only two fields or two data members of that particular record. Clear? Now, how we catch the values? So, we can first is in the integer type. So, we can catch it, suppose integer ID, comma, we can catch second value in the salary. Both are having integer type, so we can catch it. Okay, so these values are passed to particular and we want to print it. Printf employee ID is equal to %d, comma, where it's stored? ID variable. So give only ID. Second, printf employee salary is equal to %d, and where that salary is stored? Salary variable. Clear? So what? We have to pass structure data members to a function separately. Okay, this is one way to pass data members separately to a function. Next is the get ch and main function complete. Okay, what happens now? E1 dot employee ID, this value is copied into ID, and E1 dot salary is copied into salary variable. Now for ID and salary, there is two memory reserves on the stack memory partition, and ID, what is the employee ID? That is 100 is copied into ID variable, and whatever may be the salary, that is 1000 is copied into the sal variable, and these two variables are in the scope of print employee record function. Print employee record function. Okay, within the scope of print employee record, there is the ID and salary variables, but these all other variables are within the scope of main function. Clear? Using this, we can pass the structure data members. Now, second way. What is the second way? We want to pass total structure variable at a time. Not data members separately, but what we have to pass? We have to pass whole structure variable at a time. So, instead of this separate data members, what we want to pass? E1 structure variable. This E1 to a function. So E1, we have to pass E1. Now E1 is also passed in the two ways, by value and by reference. There are two ways always. Now we have to pass by value, not by ampersand. So E1 we can pass it by value. Okay. So there is a change. What is the change here? What is the data type of E1? Struct EMP. Okay, we can catch E1 into another variable, suppose. Suppose S1. We can catch it into S1, no doubt. You can give any name there. So what happens now? Now E1 is copied into S1. How? Data member by data member. And for S1, there is a memory management on the stack. Okay, so here on the stack, there is a memory management for S1. S1 dot EMPID, S1 dot name, and S1 dot salary. This is S1, whole S1. Total memory reserved is 24 bytes. Okay, so now this E1 is copied into S1. So what is the statement? Struct EMP S1 is equal to E1. And what is our rule? If the E1 and S1 having same data type, then we can assign it. So it works. So for understanding this concept, what we understand? We can assign one structure variable to another structure variable if and only if they are of same type. Clear? So data member by data member, all the record is copied from E1 to S1. That is 100. Next is the X, Y, Z and /0, and whatever may be the salary, that is 1000 is copied here. Okay. Now we want to display. What is the function of the print employee record? To print the whole record. So print employee ID, then salary, and suppose we want to print it employee name is equal to percentage S comma. Now what? S1 dot name. Okay, here also S1 dot EMP ID and S1 dot salary. Okay, no doubt we can change the sequence. Not necessarily you have to write print it in the sequential manner. Means first employee ID, then name, then salary. No need, because particular record is stored into particular S1 dot employee ID. Means what is the value here is displayed here instead of percentage D. Whatever value S1 dot salary is stored into the salary, that is displayed here instead of percentage D. And whatever may be the S1 dot name XYZ is printed here in the instead of percentage S. Clear? So here we pass structure variable to a function. Total structure variable, not data members in the structure variable separately. Clear? But what is the main point? That we have to assign one structure variable to another structure variable if and only if both having same type. Clear? Okay, so today we will stop here. Two main points. Only that if we can initialize the structure variable either by using equal to curly brackets, or we can initialize separate data members, each data member separately. But if it is string, don't write equal to, use string copy function and include the string.h header file. Okay, so today we will stop here.